Hello, 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 everybody. Oh my goodness. We are here. We are live. We are finally getting this party started. I'm so freaking excited for today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give people an opportunity to come on live and Christina, hello, gorgeous. Oh my goddess, I'm so excited. You're here. We're all here. We're live. Rachel, hello. Comments are working on my phone. This is a first in a very long time. Christy, hello, gorgeous. Hello, hello. Happy Friday Eve. You guys, there are so many things happening right now, and this is so good. So I intentionally picked today. This is the 111 portal. It is the first new moon of 2024. It is the perfect time to set intentions, to focus on energy, to release the past, to really set into forward motion what we are claiming, what we are allowing into our lives this year. This date is not by accident. Yes, new moon. Hello, Shantia. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so I want to give you all a little bit of context, a little bit of history about Journal Yourself Rich, why this is so effective, and why this particular, hello from Zanzibar. Oh my gosh. Julie, I'm so happy you are here. Where is everybody? I wonder how many countries we have in the house right now. This is so fun. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Hello, Helene, you made it. Okay, so while y'all are popping on, while y'all are getting your journals ready, first of all, does anybody not have the journal? Orlando, Florida, in the house. Oh, I just saw an orb. So fun. Atlanta, Georgia. Ooh, we got the southeast corner of the country in here. I'm in Oregon. I'm in a small town in Oregon called Hood River. Louisiana. So fun, so fun, so fun. Aurora, Colorado. You have the journal and the upgrade. Oh my gosh. Y'all, if you guys did not get the upgrade and you still want it, like that thing is like a $300 course. Shantia, you should have the link. If you don't have the link for it, please private message me, okay? The Thrive Cart, which is the platform that I was using, for many people, it worked great and sent everybody the links. But as it's kind of gone on, more and more people have messaged me saying that it actually hasn't been letting people enter even their credit card information, or it will, but nothing happens. So there's an issue on Thrive Cart's end. I'm in communication with them. So things are a little more manual, but bear with me. We're getting it all figured out. But if you did not get the upgrade, it is a $333 course that'll fucking completely transform your relationship with money. It was on $33 on that page only. If you did not get it and you want it, feel free to let me know. We've already been having some rave reviews about that. Okay. And if you don't want it, that's great too. Like whatever. Okay. So Croydon, I don't even know where that is. I need to pull out my maps. Denver, Colorado. Oh my gosh. I think, have we done this before? Desiree and Christy, you guys should know each other. I don't think you're that far away from each other either. We have Colorado Springs in the house. Oh my goodness. Hello, Kristen. Hello, hello, hello. The UK. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so real quick, North Carolina. I love it. Okay, so real quick, many of you are brand new to me, and I want to say welcome. I always skip over this part, so because I get so excited, I just want to get into it. So I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in, for connecting with me. I don't know how, many of you found me. A lot of it was, perhaps on Instagram or Facebook or however it was. I want to say thank you. I want to give you a warm welcome you to my world. Hello, I'm Lindsay. I get really sassy. I get really snarky. Sometimes I kind of swear. I love to have fun. I believe that everything that we want gets to come to us from a place of being simple, easy, and fun, right? Every single thing that we want to manifest, that we want to attract into our lives, I do believe gets to be simple, easy, and fun, okay? I built, and I have this from lived experience, okay? I did not always let it be easy. I've shared, I'm very open and very vulnerable about the obstacles and the challenges and the life experiences that I've had. And, full transparency, full vulnerability. I had a very challenging life experience about a little over a year ago that, had me on bed rest and not able to work for about 6 months, right? That really impacted every single area of my life and my business. And over the last year, while I have been rebuilding, I've done it very intentionally and with a way that has sustainability and my physical energy at the forefront, right? If I feel like anything is going to wear me out or burn me out or deplete my energy, I do not do it. It does not matter what the financial gain might be, right? That is not the way that I used to always do things. I used to run and create and run live courses every single month. I ran 1 course last year. Yeah, 1 live course. Okay, so I do things very, very differently. I believe that everything gets to come to us in a way that really honors our physical well-being, our health, our vitality, and also our time with our kids, our time with ourselves, our time with our loved ones. I am a full-time single parent. I have an incredible 7.5-year-old who just started school after 2 years of homeschooling last week. So he's in school right now on the weekends and on school days when he's not in school, or on days when he's not in school. You'll probably see him in the background. His name's Owen. He's fucking incredible and amazing. And you'll definitely meet him. I know some of you here have watched Owen grow up. I started my business with him on my boob, breastfeeding, living with my mom after I'd sold my first business, which was a brick and mortar business. I've been doing trauma healing professionally for over 20 years. This is the core of what I do, right? We talk about money manifestation and I talk about love. I talk about relationships. I talk about fulfillment. I talk about money. These are the core things to me because it's been such a huge impact and part of my life, especially as a full-time single mom. I became a mom as a result of sexual assault. And so I completely transformed my life. I sold my brick and mortar business and I had no idea how to make money online, but I was determined. I had a vision and I had a lifestyle that I wanted to live and a way that I wanted to provide for my son. And that did not, for me, involve being at an office all day, every day, and having someone else raise my child. So I did that. I went almost homeless, figuring out how to do it. And I went and lived with my mom for a little over a year while I got my business up and running. And then I went from being almost homeless to making $221,000 cash in just over a year. It's a huge swing of the spectrum to go from that level of scarcity to that level of income in a very short period of time. So I understand. So everything I share is from my own experience. So I fully believe it and know it to be true that you get to make a shitload of money, not fucking worrying and stressing out, but by having fun, by letting it be easy, and by doing the deep inner work to completely rewrite your subconscious to focus on your energy field, because time and money do not go hand in hand. And I know that that's a way that most of you have been conditioned and most of you have been taught to believe, right? The powers that be really thrive on that, right? But time and money are not linear. You don't have to trade dollars for hours. And for me, that's what my first business was, right? I became an expert in my field, but I still had the belief that I had to trade dollars for hours, okay? You don't have to do that by any means. Every single thing is energy. And this isn't just some woo shit. This is fucking quantum physics. Einstein said this shit, right? So Every single thing is energy. And when you focus on your energy field and your state of being and your alignment, then all the money and all the opportunities and all the clients and all the things are going to drop in. It's how it works, right? So that is my specialty. That is what I help people do. I help them really align. I help them clear their energy field, clear their blocks, clear the things that are preventing what it is that you want to come into play. This is my specialty. This is why I've had clients 10x their income in 1 month. This is why I just did one call with someone, and from one call, she had a $123,000 cash sale about 3 hours later, okay? It is from doing the energy work. We cleared the systems, we cleared the pathway so that these things can come into fruition. It's how I was able to have, go from zero to $221,000 cash. And the work that we're doing in Journal Yourself Rich, right? Journal Yourself Rich is very personal to me. I didn't just create it on a whim. The journaling prompts that are in here, I did myself for 2 years, at least, before I ever brought them out to the public. And what we're going through here, Journal Yourself Rich, is actually the second version. The first version is what I did myself for over 2 years. It is the one tool that consistently, repeatedly has me manifesting over and over and over and over things that are just fucking absurd, right? But not because it's all energy, right? And the journaling process that I take you through, this is why we're doing it live, it is 100% geared in shifting your states of being, right? If you don't shift your state of being, you're only going to receive what you have been receiving. Who here is here because you want to have a different life experience, a different financial experience than you've been living? Don't raise, I can't see you raise your hand, but go ahead and raise your hand. Drop some hearts. I'm actually gonna pull this up on my computer. I don't know if hearts are gonna come through. Why isn't this showing up here? I also want to make sure. Oh, it's not showing me the live video in here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I don't know if I will actually get hearts on here. But you can drop. Oh, I am getting hearts. Oh, that's so fun. The live videos change. Oh, yay. Oh my gosh, I'm getting them. This is making me so excited. I love that. Okay, y'all signed up for a program called Journal Yourself Rich because you want to have a different financial experience. You want to have a different lived experience than you've had in the past, right? Your past does not determine your future. Your past already happened, right? So stop living in it. Stop living in the fears of it, the what ifs, well, this happened, so that means it's probably going to happen again. All of that, even though consciously you want something different, right? When you are being the same you, that means living and feeling the same feelings and saying the beliefs and all of that. When you are consistently doing that, you're only going to be getting back that, right? So you could consciously think, oh yeah, I have a multi-6-figure business, a 7-figure business. But if you're going from the same wiring and the same being that you had before when you're making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, whatever, you are not going to have the kind of experience that you want. And if you manage to manifest through all of that blockade that you're creating for yourself, you will not be able to hold it. And you'll spend it all. Anybody ever made a bunch of money and then spent it all and you're like, where the fuck did it go? It's because you haven't shifted all of this in here. And so Journaling Yourself Rich, the process of it, as you read through it, it might sound very simple, but if you actually do it, it is designed and geared to completely shift your state of being. This has worked for people in Dubai. I had a client in Dubai. She's fucking amazing. Then, in Dubai at the time, women were not allowed to have their own bank account. Women were not allowed to make their own money. This is only just a couple of years ago, okay? And from doing this work, and she was also in one of my mastermind at the time. From doing this work, she was one of the first women in her country to have a bank account. Okay, for most other countries in the world, you'd think this is from 100 years ago, not even 100 years ago. But this is still happening. And from doing Journal Yourself Rich, she was able to be one of the first women in her country to have her own bank account, to have her own autonomy with her income and her money. Okay, that's fucking huge, right? A woman in South Africa, from doing Journaling Yourself Rich, started generating $10,000 a month in South Africa, and then was able to employ 6 women full time. South Africa's, and especially where she lived, a very impoverished country. Very little opportunity, especially for women. And she was able to employ 6 women full time and expand her business. Many of these women were mothers, single mothers, highly impoverished, okay? So I say this, share these results because I did not know, right, that for 2 years I was holding on to all of this. I had no idea that people would want this. It's just something that I did for myself, okay? And I put a pre-sale out asking, I hadn't even created Journal Yourself Rich. It was created, it was a process that I had led myself through all the time. But in 1 week, over 100 people purchased. And I had to put a stop on it because I hadn't even created the PDF yet. And I went on to publish it on Amazon. I've welcomed incredible people into my world who found Journal Yourself Rich from Amazon. Many of these people became one-on-one clients of mine. We've built incredible, intimate, loving relationships. Many people I've never connected with, right? But I read their reviews and how this book has changed their lives. People have manifested cars. People have manifested incredible opportunities all over the world, okay? I love that the only negative reviews on Amazon are comments about my breasts and saying that it's too easy. All that is people who are addicted to letting it be hard. I'm not here to make you do some fucking hard shit. I don't believe in hard, okay? Things that I wanna do are hard are gonna go be physical activities that are gonna help me improve my physical strength and capability. I don't want making money to be hard. Fuck that, right? Money's as neutral of a resource as the oxygen and the air that you breathe. But I know many of you don't believe that because you're still addicted to making it hard, okay? So after a few years, I started to take my journaling practice to a different level. And I was like, I wonder what would happen if I started doing daily shadow work as well. I had zero expectation. I barely posted on Facebook. My income at the time was $15,000 a month. And in less than 1 month, it went up to my highest month ever at the time to $43,000 in a month. I made 6 posts. Mina, thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, so way less than 100 years. Women in the US were not allowed to have a bank account in their own name until the year you were born, 1975. You were born in 75, oh my gosh, I thought you were you look like you're 10 years younger than me. Also, I love you and I'm so happy you're here. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing that. So when I added and created the version of Journal Yourself Rich that we're going through in these 30 days, that's when my income tripled. I then went on to have $80,000 cash manifested in 8 weeks. I had a $50,000 month that year. It was my highest year ever in business. Rich is so much more than money. Yeah, absolutely. And I really like Wealth. Journal Yourself Rich was just the original title of this. So that's how it stayed. But yes, rich is so much more than money. Absolutely. Okay. And I have a very different understanding of it now, where I am now. Okay. Especially after my lived experiences that I've had. So with that said, if you do not have your own copy, the only thing you need is a copy of Journal Yourself Rich to go through this. Okay. It's $7. Does anybody not have the download of it? Okay, I'm gonna go through a little bit of admin and then we're gonna get started. We're gonna go right into Journal Yourself Rich. I don't believe in wasting time. I value my time and I value yours. And again, time and money are not interlinked. Yeah, and my hope is that you start to experience that as a result of going through this cohort together, okay? During this month, these 30 days, I will be presenting opportunities for you, opportunities to take your manifestation to the next level, to take your business to the next level. I work primarily with entrepreneurs, okay? I help women make a lot more money in their businesses and create a lot more time and space in their lives, okay? This is what I do, right? Every single strategy that you think of or that you hear about or that you learn about will work for you in business. You just have to decide what you want. And then from there, you can align everything. And also, by the way, every single one of my clients that has 10x'd their income, we did that by taking away most of the strategy steps. By taking away most of the strategy steps, they were able to align further. They released a lot of resistance and pressure from that, okay? So throughout this cohort, I will be making different opportunities to work together. The main one is my one-on-one membership. This is high-level support at a fraction of what it would normally cost. It is a win-win for you and for me. And if you would like to explore what that looks like, you're welcome to reach out to me. Basically, you get a one-on-one call every single month with continued support for 48 hours and a mastermind group call every single month. It is $500 a month or $5,000 paid in full. You can always upgrade to having more support if you want, right? Because I believe that you already are an empowered action taker. You already know what to do. You already know what you want. Sometimes you just need to rework your limiting beliefs. You need to align. You need to get rid of the things that are holding you back. That's what we'll do, okay? All right, Shantia, I will, after this call, get you the link for the upgrade that you did. Thank you so much for private messaging me. All right. The upgrade, two things, okay? The upgrade was Become a Money Healing Queen. It's a $333 course. You could upgrade for $33, okay? You feel free to message me after this if you want. Every single replay of these will be available in this group for 1 week. You have 7 days to watch the replays. We will be doing more than what is in the journal here. We'll be doing live activations. Sometimes we'll be doing some energy work. We'll be doing all sorts of different things just based on what I feel like, because I believe in having fun. So I'm gonna see and I'm gonna feel and I'm gonna feel into what I wanna offer you and give you that day. And we'll be doing those, okay? So you're gonna have a ton of extra beautiful, wonderful things. Every live video is gonna be available for 7 days. After that, it will be in my membership group. Today is the last day. It is available at $33. A month after today, it's going up to $111 a month. The upgrade, Helene, is a course. Thank you so much for asking. That's called Become a Money Healing Queen. Okay, it is a course. It is a 5-day course. Nikki Hoffman wants the membership. You know what? I'm just going to post it in here. Let me see if it'll go through. Lindsay Dam. I don't know. Okay. The membership, that's today's. The membership is going to start including more courses that I've already run live and will never be run live again, and they're fucking amazing. Anywhere from womb healing to more money manifestation stuff to regulating your nervous system, all of this. Rhonda, the membership is awesome. Thank you so much. I think right now there's about 60 hours of binge-worthy content, and you'll get all of me because I'm amazing. But the really fun thing is we're gonna start doing live monthly trainings in the membership, okay? So price is going up tonight to $111. If you wanna join it, there's the link for that. Okay, with that, if you have any questions on anything else, feel free to private message me. I'm here, right? I don't believe in not being reachable, okay? Plus, it's always really fun to connect with you. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. If you guys want to talk about the one-on-one club, see if it would be right for you, feel free to reach out to me as well. Okay, I love you. We are going to pull up day 1 of Journal Yourself Rich. If you have it printed out, beautiful, amazing. If you don't have it printed out and you want to follow along in your journal, which is what I'm doing right now, I have the habit of just giving all of my copies away to people that I run into on the streets. So that is where mine is. Okay, so go ahead and pull up the PDF. Why isn't this pulling up? Here we go. Okay, so several people asked about this. This is my old phone. It's got a nice crack on it because I have a kid. Several people asked about this. There are 2 versions, right? The second version is the one that you want. It has the black cover on it, okay? It talks a little bit about the creation of this, why is this? So you want the one that has this cover on it, right? If you have the one that has the white cover, you're missing about half of the journal prompts. If you guys need it, let me know. I know that Thrivecart was having issues for some people not accepting payments, so I apologize for that. There's a little extra step and I'm working on it. Okay, so scroll through the intro, although you should read it because it's amazing. Okay, so what I wanna hear from you, and I would love for you to post in the comments, what are you manifesting this month? So here's what I want you to think about when you're manifesting, because a lot of people go, oh my God, I'm gonna manifest $100,000. If you've never come close to having $100,000, don't go for that. You wanna go for something that's a little bit of a stretch, but it is still believable. You don't have to know how, but you could imagine different ways that it could come in. Now, there are many ways I could make $100,000 this month, okay? For me, what I want to, okay, so 1,000 pounds, beautiful. I still get the pounds and the euros mixed up. I think that's pounds, Claire. Okay, so come up with a number. Oh, $25,000, I love it. If you could put the comment, if you wouldn't mind putting the comments in here, I won't be able to read every single private message that comes through. I would appreciate it. If it is something that needs to remain private, you can send that. But I would appreciate comments staying in here. Thank you so much. So $10,000, $10,000. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so I want you to do something either that you've done before, maybe you haven't done it in a while, but oh my gosh. The new operating system, it always does this. And I'm hyper aware of how many times I do thumbs up now. I didn't realize I did it so often. Okay, so when you are coming up with something, do something that you can get behind, that you've experienced, or is a little bit of a stretch from what you've done before, right? Because we're here, right? The higher the thing, you can manifest it, but the more limiting beliefs and the more the anxiety and the more the nervousness and the more the doubts are all gonna come up, right? We want this to be a simple, easy, fun process for you. So make it simple and easy and fun, right? The higher the number, the higher the stretch. Think about a rubber band, right? I have one right here. Okay, so you think about a rubber band. So this is like, that's okay, Shantia, thank you so much. So right here, where there's zero resistance, zero like tension or pressure, this is your comfort zone. This is what you're currently making, all right? So when you wanna stretch a little bit, so maybe you're used to making, I don't know, 10 grand a month. Let's say you go up to 13 grand. There's gonna be a little bit of tension, a little bit of resistance, but it's gonna be healthy, right? And you get up there. And then the rubber band actually is gonna expand and that'll be your new comfort zone. But let's say if you're used to making 10 grand a month and you're like, I'm gonna make 100 grand this month. You are creating so much extra tension and resistance and you can work through that. But it becomes fucking crumbling and most people will crumble underneath that. And let's just not do that to yourselves, okay? Let's have fun. Now, the other thing is let's say like in the first week, you reach your goal of $13,000, right? It is so much easier to then have another week of $13,000 and then have a $26,000 month or a half month, and continuing to work through all that stuff rather than stretching yourself so much, right? So let's do something that we can compound on. Once you have 4 $10,000 weeks in a row or 4 $10,000 months in a row, then we can go down to having a $20,000 month or a $10,000 2 weeks or a $10,000 week, right? So we want to do something that's like, oh, I've done this before, I want to do it again. We just shorten the time frame, okay? Because money and time are not linear, but it's all of your own limiting beliefs and your own wiring. So I hope that that makes sense for you. Okay, so day one, what are you manifesting? Okay, so we are going to say thank you. I'm just gonna read this out loud. I love to write it down and share what I'm manifesting. The more I talk about it, the more real and normal it becomes for the central nervous system and your reticular activating system. People may think you're crazy, and you are. So am I. Hi, welcome. I attract the crazy because I am crazy. Crazy enough to go after your dreams. So own it. Own that you're manifesting $25,000, $10,000, $5,000, 1,000 pounds, 5 to 7,000 pounds. Own it. Talk about it. Let it become a normal part of your vocabulary. People that are triggered, that's their own ish. Okay? Sometimes you have to be mindful about who you're talking to things around, just to honor your own energy, not to upset others, but to honor yourself, okay? So what I want for you to do in here, and I had y'all to vote yesterday, and many of you did, and I honor you so much for that, is devote, right? Not just commit to doing this, because commitment tends to feel like an obligation, which then starts to feel heavy and not exciting, right? But if you devote yourself to your dreams, I want you to be more devoted to your dreams, to this 10,000, 15, 25,000, 5,000, whatever it is. I want you to be more devoted to that than to what has been in the past. Alrighty? For me, I'm doing $20,000 this month, okay? I've done that many, many times. We're gonna do $20,000 because that just feels really good and juicy to me. All right, so the biggest state of receiving, it's a daily romance. Ooh, I love that, Savitri. It is a daily romance, okay? And there's a fine line between suffocating something and fixating on it, and then just like really appreciating and loving it, okay? And as we go through all these state changes and work through all of your shadows in here, you're gonna be really discerning that, all right? So what I want you to do is I want you to think about your life and everything in your life, because the greatest state of receiving is appreciation and gratitude, right? I don't always use the word gratitude. I prefer appreciation. Appreciation is easier for me to get behind. I feel it more. And also when I am in a state of thinking about things that I am thankful for or am appreciating, I think about things differently. Right? I so appreciate and I'm so thankful for this breath that I get to take. For everybody that is on here live with me right now. So what I want you to do is I want you to just make a list and write thank you. Thank you for, so we're gonna do day one. Thank you, right? And look around your house, feel into your body, whether you are thanking God, thanking Source, thanking the universe, or thanking these things for being here. I'm so thankful that Facebook exists, that this cell phone that I'm on exists, that I get to connect with you all over the world and we get to go through this experience together, right? I'm so thankful for the me that had no fucking clue what she was doing, but she just showed up on live video breastfeeding her baby because she had something to say and she wanted to say it. So thankful for that version of me who was fucking terrified. But the life that I've lived over the last 7 years is beyond what I ever thought would be. And the experiences I've had as a result are just beyond incredible, right? So I'm so thankful, right? So what are some of the things that you are thankful for? We're gonna take a minute, I'm gonna stop talking so that I can actually write some things down because I'm doing this with you, right? But I'm also me, so I'm also gonna talk. If there's something as you are writing that really comes up to you that you're like, oh, I've never thought about being thankful for this, but I really am thankful for this thing, share it in the comments, right? When you share, we get on a whole tangent of things that we're thankful for, and also perhaps you inspire someone to think about things differently. You know, for me, one of the things I'm so thankful for is opportunities, right? And especially opportunities for Owen. We were donating to this, like a charity fundraiser for schools. And I had to express to him that there are kids in other countries that don't have the opportunity to go to school, right? And we've been homeschooling for 2 years and he's so excited to be able to go to school. But then even this morning, he was like, I don't want to go to school, right? It's been a week and a half. Kind of anticipated that coming because he has to wake up really early. His school, we got him into this amazing public charter school, which is incredible for him. It's an incredible program. It's very hard to get into, and we were able to slide right in, which I'm so thankful for. Before that, before we did homeschooling, and we've had an amazing journey in all sorts of different homeschool programs available. There's so many options and opportunities for him to have different school experiences, right? And we found one that now serves our family incredibly well. And I'm so thankful that there are opportunities, that it doesn't have to just be black and white, this or this, and that's it, right? I'm so thankful for that. Oh, it's a coffee maker, okay? So thank you for opportunities. Now, I like to say thank you and write down thank you in the beginning of my journaling because it helps me feel it more. The goal with every single one of these is that you feel it. So if you are writing something down, but you're not actually feeling the thankfulness for it or the appreciation for it, then don't write it down. Even if it's something that like you should be thankful for, like your car or your house or technology or whatever. Some days you're not feeling it. If you're not feeling it, it doesn't get written down, right? We're not doing obligations here. We're not in the business of obligations. We're not going to manifest from a state of obligation. Okay. A beautiful 10 acres to grow food on and homestead on. That's so beautiful, Stephanie. Stephanie, I was looking at your profile. We have some very interesting mutual friends. I'm like, have we met before? I don't actually know, and I apologize. But I was like, oh, how do you know this person, this person, this person? Because they're not in the online like sphere that I'm on. It's really fun. I know. Like the only person I can remember off the top of my head is Scott LaRoche. I'm like, huh? What? So funny. I've known him since I was a teenager. My son didn't want to go to school this morning. It was the first time I've played with kinetic sand while he was calming down. Oh, that's so sweet. So sweet. Oh, you used to live in Portland. Okay. I was like, how? That's so funny. Anyways, I was like, that's random. I don't say that every day. I'm thankful I can go outside and ground to the earth. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you, right? Thank you for these like amazing connections. My focus for this year, I live in a really small town in Oregon, is female, like focusing on like cultivating really nourishing female friendships. It's off to a great start. Love it. So this is one that I constantly write down. I'm thankful for having a window by the toilet seat in the bathroom. I love that. Are you going potty right now? It's so funny. Okay, so how many of you have written down that you are thankful for your business? Yeah, my body is so good. Or thankful for your bank account. Thankful for all the different ways in which you can receive and that money can come to you. Yeah. My clients, new and old. And you know what I like to think about too is all the clients that I have yet to work with. Now, I've been working with clients professionally. Wow. 19 years. I've been working one-on-one with clients. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people who have paid me money. It's a lot of people who have been very happy to pay me money repeatedly because 90% of my clients are repeat clients. And I think about that from my first business and from this business, and it is absolutely incredible to me when you zoom out. You've been working with clients for 19 years too. Yeah, it's amazing, right? So think about how many people have paid you over those 19 years. Right? It's incredible. And then think about how many people will pay you over the course of your life. 29 years. That's incredible, Rhonda. Absolutely. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, and I'm just like, of all the people could have chosen, they chose me, and they probably chose other people too, right? But it's just like, wow. That's incredible. Katina, you just started a new business? Oh my gosh. Haven't received my first payment, but I'm thankful and patiently waiting for my first pay. Oh, you'll have. Oh, that is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thankful for my garden, my farm, the fruit, the abundance, the beauty, the rain, the sunshine. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. The new business excitement. So much potential. I am so thankful for the potential and the promise and the juicy desire of a new year, that a new year brings, that a new moon brings. Like, we are on such an incredible day today. This portal, this new moon, this whole thing that is happening here, right? So one of the things that I say a lot, I have a lot of repeat phrases. One of the things that I say a lot is that success comes from compounded consistency. Most people think that the consistency is, I gotta show up, I gotta blast my social, I gotta blast my email, I gotta blast all this. And yes, it is important, to show up, but it doesn't have to be as consistently as you making it out to be. The most important thing to be consistent with is your energy and your beliefs. Alignment is when your energy field, your body, and your mind are in agreement with each other. So like, if you were to say, oh my gosh, I have $1 million business right here, and you've never made a payment, your body is gonna go, yeah, go fuck yourself. You're not gonna be in alignment. This is why it's so hard. This is why affirmations don't work for a lot of people, right? But when your body and your mind line up, that's alignment. That's alignment, right? Okay. I can talk about this stuff all day, but I actually want to write a few more things down. I'm going to come back after this and do way more, because I can write pages and pages and pages. Chrissy, I love you. This is such good work. This is the work, right? And it fucking works. If you do it, that's a guarantee. If you do this work, it will work. That's why I ask you, what are you more devoted to? Are you more committed to? I've had people pay me $5,000 a month to just complain about their past and complain about it not working. One woman paid me $60,000 in a year. And when I finally said, you've been telling the same story for a year, it's time to tell a different story, she quit. Because I was not willing to coddle. I don't care about how much money someone's willing to pay me. If you're not doing the work, you're not gonna get results, and I don't wanna work with you. So it's, what are you more addicted to? Okay. Anybody write something down that really surprised them that they hadn't thought about that? I literally just wrote, thank you for clarity. I just wrote that right here. I've been talking so much, I've only gotten a few things down. Especially with myself. Yes. I love it. I'm so thankful for breathing and deep breaths. Ugh, so good. Thank you for feeling good. I love the feeling of feeling good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, thank you for my business and repeating clients say too. Love it, love it, love it. You know what's really fun too? Like, these are the messages. We're gonna amp this up a little bit. So now what I want you to do is I want you to start going into, this is not in today's journal, so bonus. Now what I want you to go into is I want you to write a little list of feelings that you appreciate. I so love the feeling of. I so love the feeling of. And this goes right hand in hand with what I was just writing down, which is like, I love the feeling of clients saying yes. Like, I love that. When people reach out into my inbox and they're like, give me the details and send me the link, like I love receiving those messages. I love the feeling of it. I love when I am messaging with a client and it's like I leave her a 2-minute voice message and she's like, holy shit, that was worth the $10,000 investment right there. And she said that many times. I love that, like, I can just drop in something, leave a quick voice note, and it completely transforms something for somebody and creates a whole new life experience. I love the feeling of that, right? So what do you love the feeling of that of? I love the feeling of just ecstatic living and rest and trust. Ooh, so good. Trust is amazing. I'm writing a book on trust right now. It's fucking incredible. Okay, and most people don't have it within themselves. Okay, which means that they can't trust money or the universe. That's a whole other tangent. It's such a tangent, I'm writing a book on it. Okay, so you can do, I love the feeling of, or I so appreciate the feeling of, or thank you for the feeling of, whatever floats your boat. Yesterday, I had an appointment in the afternoon, and it was something that I was like really stressed about. And I had, like, my friend was gonna meet me afterwards for some coffee. And I was calling him, he's one of my closest friends here. And I called him afterwards, and the meeting was like, I thought it was gonna be like an hour, it took like 20 minutes. And like an hour goes by, and then he was like, oh, he's got his own health issues, so I know a lot of times he falls asleep. So I was like, oh, I figured you just fell asleep. And he was like, no. I was like, Lindsay, I was making you a bird feeder. And I was like, I was speechless. I was stunned. I was like, that is so, there was like all this energy, and he was just like doing this lovely thing for me that I hadn't asked him to. He just like wanted to do this thing for me, and like hearing that and receiving it, I was just like, there's all this like, and it just makes you think about like, what are all the other things that are happening for you that you are not even aware of? I had no clue that he was just going and making me a bird feeder. How precious is that? And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, it felt so amazing to receive. And so I so appreciate the feeling of just like realizing and discovering that so many things are happening for me. They're all happening behind the scenes, and I'm not even aware of it, and I don't need to be aware of it. They'll come to me when it's time, and when I am aligned and open to receiving it. It all comes to you. It all comes from you. What are some of the other things that you are loving the feeling of? I had one of my one-on-one clients the other day reached out to me, and she was like, I'm tired of this particular thing happening in my life. Can you just please do some breath work and rock my fucking world? I was like, yes, I can. She spent the whole time session crying yesterday, and it just rocked her world, and she was like, thank God. I needed that. I was like, oh, I love that. Love and appreciate all the synchronicities that are happening. So good, so good. I love the feeling of the smile I feel on my face every day now. I love that. I love the feeling of being divinely guided. I love the feeling of good, healthy relationships. Oh, they're so good. So juicy. I love how I feel when I get a good night's sleep. Yes. I love that feeling when my clients surprise me with legitimate miracles. Samichi, that is so good. I've just done my yoga practice and love the feeling now. Yes. As I was writing what I'm thankful for, I was smiling the whole way. Doesn't it feel good? Like, that's the whole purpose. That's the whole thing, right? So we don't do... I just got a lovely message. Oh my gosh, all these like surprise amazing messages. We don't do things in here that we are obligated to do or that you feel a sense of obligation for. No, that's not the vibe, right? We're here for a state shift. When you shift your state, you shift your being. When you shift your being, you shift what you are receiving. I'm gonna write that down. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Friendly reminder. There you go, everybody. Okay. I love the feeling of being hungry again. That's good. Okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm loving the feeling of having automations set up. I've been having so much fun setting up automations and funnels, which I have always been allergic to in my business, and they are generating and creating so much freedom for me, and it is so much fun. So it's really like the feeling of having some structure, a balance of structure in my life that leads to so much more flow. It's so good. I love the feeling of realizing that everything's always been there for me. Oh my God, you know what I love the feeling of? Yesterday, I got new conditioner. I have not found a conditioner for a long time that I really love for my hair. And yesterday, I got it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I just want to pet myself. Can you tell I'm a Leo rising? So good. Oh, I pinned the wrong comment. Oh well. Okay, here we go. It's called Loma, I think. It's called Loma. I could go get it. It's in my shower. But I was gonna go to another salon because I've used theirs, and I was like, okay. And then my girlfriend was like driving right in front of me, and she parked right in front of me, and I was telling her I was gonna go to a salon and get some. And she was like, oh, I really like the stuff over here, which is at a salon I don't go to. And they had this in the window. She was like, yeah, she's like, I really like it. And her hair smelled amazing. And so I went in and got it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have not had this for so long. I have really thick hair. And, but it's really like, it's not like oily or it's not dry or anything like that. But so stuff is either usually really too heavy for my hair. And anyways, this stuff was amazing. Loma, yes. Loma. If you guys remind me, I will post a picture of it in the group. It was like $25 too. I was like, and it's gluten-free, which the last time I had gluten conditioner, I ended up having full body hives for several weeks. So I'm very allergic to gluten. Yes, Loma. Okay. I love the feeling of loving how my hair feels. Okay, so again, I'm gonna do so much more of this because I'm just talky. But like, I will literally sit down and do like 2 or 3 pages. I love the feeling of puppy love. Oh my God, puppy love is so good. Spill the tea, I need some. Is that the conditioner? Okay, I will Loma. All right, you guys, I'm gonna find it right now for you while you keep journaling and writing. I'm just gonna put an Amazon link. Loma, I think it's hydrating. It's the blue bottle. Is this it? Moisturizing treatment, here it is. Oh, it's $20 on Amazon and from a small business. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so let me find the link. All right, here it is, y'all. Oh, I love the feeling when I master a new dance. Oh my gosh. I love the feeling of dancing, even though I'm super clumsy, but I really love it. Okay, there you go. I should get affiliates. Okay, there is like my new favorite conditioner. It is absolutely amazing. There you go. Okay. I love you guys. This is so fun. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next. Oh, we have a little bit more to do. Okay, so abundance, right? So we're shifting a lot of states today. So abundance, now when I do abundance, I like to think about all the different things that I am abundant in, okay? So energetic things, I'm abundant in belief, I'm abundant in my breath, I'm abundant in oxygen that is just freely there and available to me. I'm abundant in resources, I am abundant in potential and hopes and in dreams, and I'm abundant in ideas and abundance and silliness, and abundant in memories that I've lived, memories that I've cultivated, and memories that I have yet to live. I'm abundant in excitement, I'm abundant, oh my God, this feels so good. I'm just gonna keep rolling with this. I'm not even gonna take a chance to write it down because I know I'm gonna talk anyways and not write it down. So you're welcome. Okay, so I'm abundant in wisdom, and I'm abundant in knowledge. I'm abundant in water. Oh my gosh, it's like, well, right now it's taking a break, but I'm abundant, like it's pouring down rain and crazy stormy outside today. I'm abundant in incredible fresh drinking water with some beautiful, lovely flow state supplements in it. I'm abundant in ice. There's a snowstorm coming. Like there's water in so many forms. So there's a river right there, and I'm cold plunging in the river almost every day. And there's just like so much water that's available to me right there, right? There's so much of abundance of that. I'm abundant in nourishing food. I'm abundant in incredible people that I get to connect with. I'm abundant in the most amazing clients. I have the best clients in the world. I fucking love them. I am abundant in connections. I'm abundant in finances. I'm abundant in money, and money that's in my bank account, and the things that I can do with it, and the possibilities and the potentialities. I'm abundant in resources, like not just financial resources, like I have tools that I can use for my business to set up automations, things that I bought years ago that I haven't utilized that I'm now utilizing. The abundant in, the possibilities, right? Like social media provides so many possibilities, so many connections, so many opportunities, right? I'm abundant in opportunities. I'm abundant in people that want to work with me, that want to work for me. I'm abundant in people that want me to work for them. I get job offers all the time from people. I am abundant in, so many possibilities. I'm abundant in clothes, super cozy ones. I'm abundant in Lululemon leggings because that's all I wear this time of year. I'm abundant in friends. I'm abundant in things to nerd out on because I do that, and I'm ridiculous and silly and crazy like that, and I love it. I'm abundant in art and in beauty. I'm surrounded by beauty. I have incredible art, things that I've commissioned, things that Owen has created all around the house. I have this beautiful house. I'm abundant in plants and in nature and greenery. Oh my gosh, there's just so much out there. I'm abundant in rainbows, so many rainbows. Right? What are some things that you are abundant in? What is the evidence of your abundance, right? I'm abundant in cellular processes that are happening in my body and for my body that I don't even have to think about. They just happen for me. Is anyone else getting inspired? What are some of the evidences that you are abundant? That you are abundance. If you think about abundance as a feeling, as a state of being. I'm abundant in laughter. Yes, Jen, so good. I'm abundant in breath. Yes, you are. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you are. I'm abundant in a thought. The average adult takes 10,000 breaths a day. Most of those breaths you're not even aware of. You don't even have to think about taking them. Oh, I'm abundant in intentionality, and intentional breath, and intentional thought, and intentional states of being. I'm abundant in creating an intentional reality. What else? What else? What are you abundant in? The average adult also there's different numbers on this, 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. 80 to 90% of those thoughts are repeats of yesterday. How intentional are you being? I'm abundant in silliness and like weird little voices because hi, this is me. It's what I do. I like to poke fun at our limiting beliefs and our sabotaging habits. I'm abundant in behaviors. I'm abundant in automations, both physical and, things in my business. I'm abundant in potential. When you think about the potential that is out there, it's just like, it's amazing. It's so expansive. Abundant in the universe and abundant in energy. Like you are made up of literally trillions of particles of stardust. Think about all the energy from all the different galaxies that you are made of. So good. I'm abundant in caring and sharing. Yes, I'm abundant in joy. I love it. I love it. I'm abundant in compassion and my love. I'm so abundant in love. I'm abundant in freedom. I love it. Abundant in possibilities. Abundant in strength. Energetic, emotional, mental, physical. Confidence! Oh my God, I love you. Hi, gorgeous. The beautiful, incredible confidence has joined us. I love her. I'm also abundant in confidence. So fun. I'm abundant in salts and flavors. I like different salts, different minerals. The different mineral compositions, the different colors of different salts. If one of them like makes your eyes sparkle, it means that your body is actually like really wanting and craving those mineral compositions. I used to be a nutritional therapist. Isn't that fun? Okay. All right. So now we're going to go on to some shadow work. So y'all are manifesting. You said in the beginning what it is that you are manifesting. Now, here's the thing. If you fully, really, really wanted this on a deep subconscious level, you would have it. Everything you have in your reality, your subconscious allowed because it believes that you are benefiting from it. So if you're saying you want to make $20,000 a month and you are not making it, it is not your current experience, or you just started a business and you don't have a sale yet, why don't you want to have a sale? Why don't you want to be making five grand a month in your business? Why aren't you making $5,000 a month effortlessly, easily every month right now? You want to have a six-figure year business. Why don't you? Why aren't you? Right? So this is going to help uncover some of the limiting beliefs. Here's the flex here. Don't judge yourself on what comes up. Okay? So you might want to take a deep breath and write down the prompt. Why don't I actually want this? Okay? This is where all that deep, darky shit comes up that you don't want to acknowledge. But the more you don't acknowledge it, the more you don't clear it, the more you suppress it, the more energy you are actually putting into having that. And then that becomes more of your reality. So let's not do that. Okay? Let's clear it. So I'm going to journal on this one. Why don't I want to make $20,000 this month? Why don't you want to make 1,000 pounds? Why don't you want to make 15,000 pounds? Why don't you want that $25,000 sale? Why don't you? And then journal on, right? And then the thing that hits the most, and you might just do a bulletproof of like reasons of why you don't want it, like a bullet point list, right? And we're going to go on from there. You can feel free to share if you want like the biggest thing that comes up for you. Oh, and we're gonna do a really fun NLP exercise to coincide with this. Helene, that's a great question. Is it better to manifest per month or per week? This is a 30-day workbook. So, I mean, you can do what feels best to you, but I would say do it per month, right? That would be my suggestion, okay? We're creating new habits within this, right? Now, that's not to say you won't manifest your monthly goal in a week here. That happens often. But I would say give yourself the month, okay? Because just like with the rubber band, if you're like all of a sudden doing it per week, then it's like you're creating more tension on yourself. Don't do that. Okay. All right. I love this work. So fun. Okay. So for me, the thing that came up mostly is, and I've done this a lot, right? I don't want to spend it all. I don't want to be a target. I don't want to be disappointed when I spend it all. That came through very, very strongly. So for me, there is this big expectation that, oh, I'm automatically going to spend it all. So that means that I don't fully trust myself to handle it and manage it, okay? Because there's this expectation. And I already have a plan. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it, okay? So if everybody's ready to move on to the next part, what I want you to do is we're gonna do a little NLP exercise, but I don't want to rush you because I was taught. Let's see here. Because I was taught money is hard to earn, come by. This is a generational issue. Okay, so but why don't you want to make it? Why don't you want it? Because you were taught it was hard? Is that why you don't want it? My booties are making noise. All right. So when you all are ready, give me the okay. We're going to do a little exercise. What if it changes me in a negative way? Yeah. I'm tired of doing everything myself. I want others to help me, and I don't feel comfortable asking for help until I'm forced. Oh, Rhonda, I would love to work with you on that. That's a fun one. So what I would ask further for you is just what does it say about you to have to ask for help? Not even to have to ask for help. What does it say about you to ask for help? So Beatrice says, I'll get in trouble. It will hurt. Yeah. Notice how most of the things that you're afraid of happening are an emotion. Like, yeah, there might be the physical thing. Like, you might get hurt, but like hurt physically, hurt emotionally. The discomfort of asking for help, right? If it changes me in a negative way, right? My goal is $15,000 per month. I can't handle the work required to get to the $15,000. I'm so tired already. Oh, Delina, yeah. Fun. I'm like, oh, I want to get my hands on your business. Because we'll make it way more spacious and so much more fun. I have felt that before. I get it. I get it. My mom was always complaining about money. She has been this way my whole life. She lives with me now, and she is always so negative about money, and it wears me down. I'm not allowed. I'll be leading people astray. Yeah. But why is this astray from what? Like, why isn't leading people astray a good thing? Juicy. God, you guys, okay. I can like literally have fun with your limiting beliefs all day long. This is my playground. Your shit is my playground. Okay. So Stephanie, when my son was a baby and I went and moved in with my mom, and so I mentioned earlier, sometimes you might have to like not talk about money with certain people. I had to not talk about money to my mom for a while. And I did for a while, and then I've realized, I was like, oh my gosh, like there are so many limiting beliefs and limitations there. Sometimes it really has served me, but I was just like, I had to put a full stop on talking to my mom about money, which was really hard because, you know, I was in a place when no one was a baby where I would have been homeless if I didn't go live with her, and she supported me while I got my business going. So it was really hard. But sometimes you just have to be picky and choosy about who you talk to with people about certain subjects. And that just protects your own mindset, okay? Apparently it's because this work is really fun for me rather than feeling hard. It's like it's wrong if you're not getting burned out and emotionally abused just to get that payroll once or twice a week that never paid me enough. Yes. What if my efforts won't work? What if I fail? Earning money is hard. It doesn't come easy. Okay, so what I want you all to do is I want you just to imagine what, like this picture the things, like that thing that scares you. Okay? The what if it doesn't work, the failure, the what if you spend it all, what if you don't have permission, that you're going to be leading people astray, and so therefore you're bad, you have to ask people for help, and so therefore with asking people for help, what does that mean? You're a failure, you're not good enough, like whatever that, like figure that out, like think about what that looks like to you, this picture. And it might just look like a ball of energy, a certain ball of energy. It might not look like the actual like scene that you've created. Either way, what is the first picture that comes to your mind? And now what I want you to do is I want you to like look down from that picture. Just notice it, feel it. What does it look like to look at this picture? Are you in it, or are you looking at it like an actual picture? How big is it? How small is it? Right? And understand that this is just energy, and energy can grow and it can expand, or it can contract and it can shrink, and you can get rid of it. It's a red butterfly. I love it. Okay. So now, if you look down, like right down in front of you, there's a little control panel that has some dials, right? And one dial is gonna make this picture bigger, the belief bigger, and the other one's gonna make it smaller. So I want you to go ahead and just turn that dial down. Turn it all the way down. So this picture is so small, it's smaller than the tip of a pen, and it just disappears. Turn it all the way down. And then the dial next to it is an emotion dial. And so all of the emotions associated with this, of being failure, of being not good enough, of being whatever it is, right? Being bad. Turn that dial all the way down. Do, 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 do. Beep, 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 beep. Or just turn it off. Flip a switch, turn it off. It's your picture, it's your image, so you get to make it however you want, right? Let's make it something fun. So we're gonna turn it all the way off. Okay, now we have a whole fresh, clean, blank slate, and it might be light and it might be dark, but I want you to add in, right? If you look at, now there's another control panel, and this is like your success panel, right? And the success panel has the emotion. Let's turn the emotion up. Let's bring the emotion in there first. What does it feel to be really successful? To make the 15 grand a month and have tons of freedom and time and have sustainable energy, right? Let's turn that success dial up, 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 up. That freedom, that feeling of that success, the abundance, the time, the possibilities, the opportunities, the way you're able to provide for your family and for yourself, how you're gonna feel being that successful. Let's turn that dial all the way up. Okay. Now there's a dial on the image, right? And the image might not be there, but we're gonna upload, we're gonna dial up, and we're gonna turn that image, that dial up, and you're gonna see the picture of success, where you have the time, freedom, the sustainable energy, people happily paying you over and over and over. It's just all happening. Oh my goodness. All the things, turn it up. Notice the picture that arrives. Make it bigger and bigger and bigger until it surrounds you. And what I want you to do is I want you to step into that picture. So you're no longer looking at it, you're actually in success. You're in the picture of success. You are the picture of success. Whoa, that just took on a new meaning, didn't it? What does success look like? What does it feel like for you? Breathe it in. Be success. Take some time to really breathe it in. Feel your mind expand. Feel your body shift. Feel how the energy in your body shifts. Feel how your state shifts. Your feelings shift. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to look around and like, what are the beliefs of success for you? And I want you to share those beliefs in the comments. For some reason, my live video ended on my computer again. I did this the other day. But I think I'm still live for you all. I'm worthy of all my heart's desires. Yeah, you are. The thing that I love about this that you discover is that you were always worthy and your worth was never in question. I'm still live. Thank you, babes. So now that you are literally the picture of success, now you can look at all these reasons why you don't want it and go, well, is this true? Now that you are the picture of success, all right, and there are way deeper exercises, but for the sake of this live video and time, because I tend to go over, but I want to really honor your time here. We have so many more exercises we're going to do. Now I want you to look at all these bullshit reasons of why you don't want it and just ask yourself, well, is that true? I don't want to spend it all. But now that you're the picture of success, you are success. It's way easy to dispute this, right? It's very hard to dispute things from the same consciousness that created something. It's really hard to rewire something from the same consciousness that created it. But now you're in a different state of being. Now you're in a different state of consciousness. Can you feel how much more open you are? So now you look at these things and you go, wow, okay. I don't want to be disappointed when I spend it all. I'm not going to spend it all. Now I can look at this from this different state of consciousness and be like, huh. That literally doesn't happen. It's actually impossible to spend all the money because there's an unlimited amount of money. And your bank account, is not even a reflection of today's, energetic vibration. So I'm like, whoa, it's literally impossible to spend it all. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's gone. Literally impossible. Okay? So notice how much easier it is to shift from that, and you can disprove all of these things. Is anybody having difficulty with that? By the way, my looking over to the side is looking at the computer, so I'm still looking at you. I'm still checking you out. Notice how much easier it is to have a completely different state of being and to look at your old limiting beliefs from a different state of consciousness. Okay, so Vitri's having a little bit of trouble. Okay, so disproving that you're going to be leading people astray. okay? And if this is a long-held belief or condition, then what we do, right, is we just ask yourself, I wonder what it would look like. Okay? So I wonder what it would look like. What if I'm not leading people astray, but what if I'm leading them to their potential? And just kind of reframe that, okay? And I don't know if it's the leading people astray that you're looking at, Savitri. What if I'm not actually leading people astray? What if I'm just leading them astray from cultural conditioning, societal conditioning? But what if I'm leading them to freedom? What if I'm leading them to having more happiness and fulfillment than they've ever had? And you know your heart where you're leading people. Delana says, yes, a bit of difficulty. I keep thinking that it is hard, and I keep thinking of my current 9 to 5 and my boss. Okay, so notice we're their current 9 to 5. And so Savitri, the more you step into this other consciousness, the less you're going to be buying into that permission bullshit. Yeah, and that's good. That's good, right? I have a cellular embodiment practice that I teach my clients, and it's just like you're like instantly shifted, and it's like none of that shit ever is a thing anymore. Yeah. So it's choosing who you're going to be, right? So Delina, so imagine like $15,000 a month, you visualize her, see her, smell her, feel what it's like to be in her presence, right? And you could even ask, like, okay, what are some of the stories? If she's making $15,000 a month, right? What are all the different ways that one could make $15,000 a month? I don't know what you do, but what are all the different ways that you could make $15,000 a month? Maybe you start doing some more consulting work. You get a job that pays better, that pays you more, that works less. Maybe you start actually delegating more, and you have more opportunity to delegate, so it frees up time so that you can do other jobs as well, so that you are able to actually take on more, but you create more space and freedom for yourself. I have a client who, that's one of the things that we do. She has a lovely, high-paying corporate job. But for her, she was like, I can't actually take it. And so she started practicing and learning how to delegate, created a lot more space for herself. So she was actually able to do more of what she really wants to do. Yeah, so there may be a day in here where I do my cellular embodiment. That's something that I do with my one-on-one clients. Then, but you get that, and it's just like a quick, easy shift, right? But looking at that, and the more you continue poking holes at it, the more you continue poking holes at those beliefs and going, but really? Like, I know in my heart that my clients are better off. And you can visualize the version of you that's already worked with, I don't know, 100 people, so to say, and they're all doing better because of it, right? Like, ask her what it is. I have a 9 to 5 that I hate, and I have a business. Okay, so I'm trying to build my business so I can leave, but when I think about my job, the more negative I feel. Okay, it's the best embodiment exercise ever in working with Lindsay 101 Change. I love, oh my God, Nikki, I love you so much. You're so amazing. Thank you. I love you. I'm like gonna have like tears in my eyes. I totally have tears in my eyes right now. I love you. You're amazing. Okay, thank you. So when you think about your job, the more negative you feel, that is literally your body telling you what to focus on, right? You're trying to grow your business, But if your job is weighing you down, I'm not at all here to say you leave your job by any means, but it's okay. How can you create and carve out space for your business, right? And it might take, having some mentorship to help you and to support you in that. Okay? I don't know what you have done, but I don't know what your business is. I don't know what you've done or what kind of support you do have for it. But the one thing that I will say is it is all in your energy. So if you have something that is physically weighing down, you've got to figure out a way outside of that, and even to shift the weight of your job, because you can energetically shift the weight of your job so it is not so heavy. And this is all energy work. It's all energy work. It's all energy work. It's all energy work. So you can, do some cord healing with that. You can shift the weight of it so it's not so draining and heavy. And then that creates more energetic capacity for you to receive from your business and also to work on your business. I truly love what I do, and I'm so freaking confident with it. It's just me that needs to allow it. It's always just you. Yeah, Delina, absolutely. And I have tons of resources. If you want some help finding some resources, that can help you with that. Just let me know. Okay. So you have 2 jobs and trying to start a new business. Yeah. So when you shift the weight of them, all of a sudden you create more capacity and space for yourself and then the things that you do want. Wow, I know I am moving through so much energy because I need to pee. Well, I have mom bladder, so I have to pee every 20 minutes. Okay, fun fact, my bladder was damaged during childbirth and I literally have never peed the same, so. Okay, anybody else? How's everybody doing? So you can go back through, I'm a great talker. Every time I'm on a podcast, I have to ask them how long they want it to go because I'm really good at talking. But you guys have so much to do here. I recommend, especially with, the abundance and the things that you so appreciate the feeling of, try to get at least a page. Once you get on a roll, you're going to do this. And even after doing the shadow work, you can go back and do some more, because it's always great to visit the shadows, but then come back to the light. But even before it, you are bringing light to the shadows, okay? Shift your state. Every single thing is a state shift. So if you are feeling heavy, what would it turn the dial down on that heaviness? We did that little exercise. I know you can feel the difference. Feel the emotions of that heaviness with the jobs, with the limiting beliefs, whatever. Turn it down, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. And then turn up the volume on the emotion of the success of what it is to have it all, to have the space, to have the freedom, to have the finances, to have all of that. Okay? Okay. And if you guys need more support, just feel free to reach out, okay? We can talk about that for you. So every single live video, every single day, we're gonna be live at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, same place, live in here. Everything will be in the group. Every live will be in the group for 1 week. Oh, 2 thumbs up is fireworks? Is that really it? Oh my God! Oh, I just learned something new. That is so fun. Thank you. I'm so glad you told me that. That's so fun. I'm such a nerd. I love it. Okay. So every live video will be in the group for a week. After that, they will be in the membership. You can still get in the membership. Today is the last day for $33. I posted the link in here if you need it. Oh my God, Lindsay's gonna do 2 thumbs up. I'm totally gonna do 2 thumbs up from nonstop. So excited about that. Okay, if you guys want to learn about the one-on-one club, the one-on-one membership, feel free to reach out to me, or anything else if you, want to look at some courses that might be beneficial for you to help you with whatever it is you're going through. Let me know, and I love you. I'm so fucking excited. We are just getting started. Success comes from compounded consistency. So remember, be more committed to your desires than your fears. Show up every single day. as much as you can. Give your devotion to your dreams. It's all happening. I love you so much. The fireworks are gonna be off the charts now. All right, babes, have the most beautiful day. I love you. Mwah.